What's up, you guys? This is JYoungGoTo back with another video, and in this video today I'm going to be discussing the Pheonix Suns. Now look, before I start this video, I'm going to let you know now this is not going to be some highly statistical video or giving you all these analytical stats like I would in some other videos. This video is pretty much a simple discussion about the Pheonix Suns in my opinion. Now look, the Pheonix Suns, they're 19-13 at the moment. Not a bad team right now in the Western Conference, of course, but that's what we expect. I mean, the Pheonix Suns, they're always in the mix, you know, and ever since James Jones has come in and become the executive of the Pheonix Suns, of course, this team has had a massive jump and a massive leap. I mean, we all know back a few years ago when they were in the bubble, that's really when they just took off, when they won like 9 games in a row or whatever, and they could have made the playoffs, but unfortunately they didn't. And of course, they came in that next season just out of the gate, just booming, and they made it all the way to the NBA Finals, which is very, very, very impressive for that team. And many of us were like, dang, you know, the Pheonix Suns, they're really going to make a name for themselves, and they're going to really be a team to watch out for. The thing is, they can still be a team to watch out for, even despite Chris Paul getting older and aging. Let's be real. I think even for him and his opportunities to, you know, finally win an NBA championship, when he did have those opportunities to do that, that window, I believe, is pretty much closed. And if I'm having to really be completely honest about the Pheonix Suns in general, you know, Devin Booker, he's doing his thing, putting up big numbers. Mikal Bridges is really good. DeAndre Ayton, Cameron Johnson, the list goes on. CP3. They have many great players, a great team. Their depth isn't really the greatest, but they are still overall a very, very good team. But my only issue with the Pheonix Suns, of course, is that when they get into the deep playoffs, they just don't have enough. Last year, we all know what happened when they faced against the Dallas Mavericks. You know, Devin Booker was talking all that trash and saying how much the series was going to end. And then Luka and them came back and pretty much blew them out in Game 7. And it wasn't even close. And, you know, that was definitely like a turning point. Because think about it, that team was 64-18. Best record of the entire NBA. You know, they were top 10 in offensive rating, defensive rating, bro, top 5, you know, in both categories. One of the best teams in the entire league, and they couldn't really get the job done. And last year, the year before that, obviously they made it to the NBA Finals, but let's be real, that was luck. That was definitely luck because many teams hurt. Paul George, it was just Paul George. And the conference finals, he didn't have Kawhi Leonard. We all know if they had Kawhi Leonard, they would have won that series. Even against the Denver Nuggets, I believe Jamal Murray wasn't in that series either. Neither Michael Porter Jr. was. So much luck has been really on their side. I'm not trying to make this video to necessarily hate on the Pheonix Suns because they can still possibly make it to the NBA Finals this year. You never really know. But from what I'm just seeing, especially over these last few years with them, they just seem like a team that is going to be a really good regular season team that can put up really big numbers, but in the playoffs, they're not really going to go anywhere. And the thing is about the Western Conference, though, you know, it can go in many ways this year because we don't really know who can really come out. There's many great teams out there in the Western Conference. And the Pheonix Suns are definitely one of those teams that are really, really good and that can make it. But just from what they've shown over these last few years, and it hasn't really been a long time, but you can't really take them fully seriously. I mean, especially after last year. Last year was just... it was really bad, and these guys, they have a lot to prove. You know, Devin Booker, I mean, we know, you know, that he can put up numbers. He put up big numbers in that series, even against the Mavericks, but they couldn't still get the job done. And when it comes to Chris Paul, you know, this guy, he's been ring chasing, trying to get an NBA championship for a while now. He had his opportunity for the Houston Rockets, really was his main opportunity, where they definitely could have won an NBA championship, but of course, health, injuries ruined that for him. And now on this Pheonix Suns team, you know, it's just like he really came in and just revolutionized the game for them. You know, he made this team so much better. The reason why the Suns got so relevant was because, you know, when they added Chris Paul, I mean, they were already good still without him, you know, when they won those 9 games in a row or whatever in the bubble. But once they got him on the team, things just really, really changed for them. And that's what he does. You know, when he was on the Thunder, he helped them make it to the playoffs that one year. And they haven't really been back there since. And he's did it for this Pheonix Suns team. He just uses his IQ to really just change the game, period. And it's kind of sad to see a guy like him at his caliber, you know, not win an NBA championship when the opportunities were there for him to do it. As I said before as well about Devin Booker. Devin Booker, He's a great player. He's a superstar player. Let's be real. He's helping this Phoenix Suns team as well make it this far to this point as he's gotten them. And he has really helped them. I mean, we not remember over the years of them saying, man, get out of Phoenix, get out of Phoenix. And now look at them now. They have transformed this team into a championship level team. However, he has to prove it on the bigger stage. I mean, they made it to the NBA Finals that 1 year, but let's be real. No competition. No real true competition on once they got up against the Bucks. That's when things really changed. We have to see what they can do against some of the best teams when the Clippers are fully healthy, when the Warriors are fully healthy, when the Nuggets are fully healthy. When all these teams are fully healthy, we need to see what they can actually do to really consider them even in that level of competition with those other teams, because they have had much luck over the last years. I really think that's really the big thing for the Phoenix Suns this season. And, well, we'll see what happens. Still very early on, still a lot of basketball left to play, and it's still much can happen. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video today. Don't forget to leave a like and subscribe to the channel for more videos each and every single week. Have a great day. Peace.